Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Learning Hunt.
In the previous video, we learned about variables and objects of the JavaScript. So in this video, we learn about data types of the JavaScript. So there are 5 main type of data in JavaScript. So the first one is string, second is number, third one is boolean, fourth null, and fifth one is undefined. So let's see this type of data. So at first I create here a variable that is var text, and inside the variable I give double inverted comma and write any text inside this. So that is I give here the text. So for I write a name, that is Ramesh. So what do you think, what type of data it is? It is a string type of data. You can see with the help of console.log, and inside the console.log you can use the type of. If you use the type of, then this keyword will help you to see what type of data it is. So if you write the type of, and then you have to give the variable name, that is text. So when I save this file and refresh my page here, now I already open my HTML page here, that is data type in C, and I open my console. You can also open this with here, just right click on your page and choose this last option, inspect, or simply you can control plus shift plus I. You can open your console here. Now choose this console, and here when I refresh my page, now you found this value, it shows a string value. So if you write any type of character inside this double inverted comma, or also if you write the single inverted comma, that is I write just again, that is Ramesh. When I save this file and refresh my page, now I found it also a string type of data. Now what will happen if I write here the number? So if I write just any number, that is 35, and when I refresh my page, now you found it also a string, but it's not a character here, it's a number. That means what you write, you inside the inverted comma, say it will be a single or will be a double. So it is a string type of data type. Okay, so let's remove our next type of data type, that is the number. So with number you have to just give if you give any number here, is like 35 or 67, then when you save this file and refresh your page, now you found it is a number type of data type. But in the previous case, if I give this number inside this inverted comma, then it will be a string. Okay, so let's the third one is the boolean. So inside the boolean there are two values, that is true. If your variable is either true or false, then it will give you the boolean, that is it is a boolean type of data type. Here if I write here the true value, and now I refresh my page, now you can see that this is the boolean type of data type. And if you write here false, then it is also be a boolean type. Here when I refresh my page, now you can see that it is not changing here, and this is the boolean type, and inside the boolean type there are the two values, that it will be a true or false. So our next data type is the null data type. So for that you have to write here the null. If you give here the null value, then it will return a null value. So here you can see that I write here the null value inside the var text and console.log type of text. So you can see that when I refresh my page, then it will show an object, but it's not an object, it's a null value. As you can see that because I give here the null value, and object is called, if you create any object here, just I write here this, and inside this I give my just like name here, and inside the name I give the Learning Hunt here. Now I give the comma, I give some ID, and I just anything here. Now I save this file, and if I delete this type of, then when I refresh my page, now you can see that it is an object here. This is an object. You can see that inside the object there are two values, that is id and the name is learning hun. Okay, so this is called the learning hun, but in the previous case it is a null value because I give here the null value, so it is a null value here. When I refresh my page, now it is a null value. So our next data type is an undefined. So if you create a variable only and if you do not give anything inside the variable, then it will be a data type. So if I write here the type of, and here you can see that, so this is type of here, this is the type of here. When I save this file, now you can see that this is an undefined value it shows because I do not give here anything. So this is an undefined value, but in the previous case it should be a null value, but why it's not showing, is there something error, but it is a null value because I give the value that is null, so it will be a null, but it's showing an object, but it is not an object. Okay, so this is for today. I hope this video you'll understand something, that what is the type of data inside the JavaScript. So this is for today. If you learn something today, then give a thumb, press the bell and subscribe my channel.